Okay. Are we ready to get started?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
ready.
very good. That's the game. So, Poncho has inspiration for this session.
Actually, I have three.
You have three
I,
inspirations?
I did roll three nat 20s in a row. Like, just test. Come on. It's gotta be.
Unfortunately, only the first one counts. All right. Um, last time that we met, you guys also met for the first time as a group. You all came to Port Surak in various different ways. Two of you sharing a ship ride there, but most of you arriving under different circumstances for different reasons. But you had all received a letter from a priestess of Rhybohr by the name of Fanuil Launas. And you guys all went to the Shaugnessy, a pirate cabaret pub, to meet Miss Fanuil Launas. Um, in which you guys had a mysterious, dusty, ghost-like conversation with this priestess of Rhybohr, who, upon speaking with her a little bit more, you guys um, saw her walk through furniture. She asked several questions that about the state of the world that maybe brought up some other questions for you guys about her and her state of being, if you will. Um, you guys had some conversations amongst each other and getting to know each other a little bit. And you had just started watching a show at the Pirate Cabaret involving the lead dancer, Clementine, a jacked half orc woman
Mhm.
who brings pirates from all around the sea to come and watch her dance and perform. At this moment, Ulrich, Pancho, and Ulrich, Leo, and Sheev, you guys are still in the booth in which you had a conversation with Fanuel, who has since disappeared into the furniture, in some regard. Um, Pancho, you were at the bar watching the show. When you were also at the bar watching the show, while Miss Valenti had gone up to her room for the night. But the show has just kind of come to a close, but it seems as if when those curtains close, that's when the party and the night actually begins at the Shaughnessy. What would you guys like to do? We'll start in the booth.
Well, Ulrich at this point is incredibly drunk, so he's been drinking all day. And I think he's going to go and get another drink. So he's going to, hearing the music pick up a bit, he is going to tear open the curtains on the booth. And was sort of a newfound confidence after seeing that performance, as he got quite emotionally invested in it. He felt the strength of of the performance. He's going to go get another drink and head to the bar and
Okay.
just put his mug down and fill it up with hard liquor, or another round of hard liquor.
Had Ulrich been going in and out to get drinks during the show?
No, no.
Okay. Um, when you step out to get drinks, you feel the eyes of several pirates tailing you as you go up to the
Hmm.
bar. You go up to the bar, and Roxy is there. She's since finished her performance, in which she did a nude performance with a mandolin. She's got a little bit of a sheen of sweat on her as you approach. She fills up your tankard with fire whiskey,
Hmm.
passes it back to you.
As he approaches the bar, he's not particularly concerned with the eyes on him. As I was saying just then, he's developed the confidence that only real sort of inebriation can bring. As he's been drinking all afternoon, a lot of it is hard liquor. So he'll pick up his mug and look at dead in the eyes with sort of almost maybe even look up and down. This is all a real sort of new experience to him, especially seeing women like this. And he'll put up his drink. Good show. And then he'll grin as he starts guzzling his drink, looking for the rest of the party members in the tavern. And as soon as she says anything, he sort of realizes he's actually speaking to a woman, and he's going to become incredibly nervous as a sudden. And as he finishes drinking, he's suddenly his mind's gone blank. He's not really sure what to say, apart from So, do you come here often? As he sort of tries to lean on the bar, slips with his elbow, and then sort of steadies himself again.
She says, first day drinking?
Feels like it. And he's now desperately going to be looking for any of the party members that he was with originally, sort of in a way to escape the conversation.
Okay.
I see you. I see you.
You do clock Gwen in the corner, and you see Poncho fluttering about. You do not see Valenti, and you know where the other two gentlemen are.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go up to Poncho, pick him up, and bring him with me to Gwen.
What? This is not acceptable.
Yeah, there's like a fluttering. There's like some fairy dust coming down as you struggle over with him to where Gwen's standing.
This is very undignified.
And as I pick you up, I'll hand you the tankard, which I would assume next to you would be quite large, and offer it to you to drink.
He's narrowing his eyes and snatches it from you and just starts sipping on it, glaring at you the whole time.
This is a good day. We've been chosen for a great quest, I say as I, within earshot of you, Gwen, as I walk up carrying Poncho to you. In sort of a celebration mood, you can see I've sort of relaxed a considerable amount.
Okay, can see you're feeling happy. However, I don't know that you've fully considered the parameters of this quest, and there is something we need to get straight before we do something we can't. You understand the goal of our quest is to eradicate a cult, essentially, that's infiltrated the Ingnasian Empire, right? Okay. And you understand that this is something we have to keep on the down low. Like, we can't tell anyone about this.
So just nodding his head and just sipping the beer.
So when we start finding these guys and killing them, because that's what we're going to be doing, it's going to look like treason, and you won't have an alibi. So, can you handle that?
Well,
I can handle the killing.
That I don't doubt.
And I look at Poncho. What do you say?
I mean, I'm just gonna go back to the forest after I help Yoku as best I can. Not a problem for me.
And you, Gwen? Were you okay with the killing?
Are you talking to me?
He nods his head.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
What about the treason part, though? I mean, that's the part you seem pretty hung up on.
That's what I'm curious about. Because if you're not in this 100%, you're putting us all at risk.
Oh,
we already are.
I'm so in this. I've never been so out. I don't think
Talking
you
to the
understand.
Ignasian asshole right now.
Him with the amazing voice. He sounds so in this right now.
And I sort of bring Poncho into sort of like a mix between a headlock and like a hug, as I'm just, We've
Poncho's
been
just
chosen by Ingnasia itself, by Rhybohr.
Poncho's punching you in the side lightly.
You trying to get out?
He's punching you in the side lightly. You alone in the headlock.
And I get start looking around for the rest of the party members.
I mean, Leo and Sheev are in the booth. Leo and Sheev, what are you doing at this moment?
Are we? Yeah, I think we're probably finishing. I think I'll probably just walk out of the booth. I'll give Leo a nod, and I'll catch up with you later. I got a room upstairs, so we'll be seeing each other at dawn tomorrow at the very least. It was a fun game.
Yes, of course. And I've got to talk to Gwyn, so
All right, fair enough.
I'm out as well.
I'll make my way out and kind of see what's going on here. As I kind of walk out of the booth, I assume I see Gwyn, Poncho, and Ulrich together. What else do I see as I kind of step out into the world?
You see several pirate-looking folk, as well as the staff of the Shaugnessy, making their way around the tables for the most part. Like you see Clementine talking to a group of pirates, charming them, type of thing. You see a few other ladies, cabaret ladies, talking to other tables. You see Roxy cleaning up at the bar. She looks tired. You do not see Mama Devon at this moment. The cross-dressing owner of the Shaugnessy. Not currently see him.
Okay. Do I see anybody eyeing Ulrich improperly at the moment? Because that's kind of the first thing on my mind right now. Yeah, because we're in a bar like this. Okay.
Anyone that you see that has any pirate identifying garb, which for you're not super familiar with. I mean, Gwen looking around this room can see several familiar pirate identifying clothing. And they are definitely keeping an eye on Ulrich.
Okay. I am going to kind of mosey my way over to the table and that Gwyn, Poncho, and Ulrich are at. And I'll, just give myself a little bit of a hello. And I'll kind of lean over to Gwyn and just kind of whisper, to her, we're being watched very carefully right now. So if we can keep a lid on the red guy, that'd be a good idea.
If you can find a lid that fits, I'll be willing to help you.
A good point. All right. Hey guys, what if we took this conversation elsewhere? I have a lovely room upstairs. Not quite enough seats.
You offering a share?
I've already bought you a room.
Yeah.
Point is, we should maybe talk about this not around so many prying eyes. Does that sound okay to y'all?
Is it big enough
Makes sense.
to wrestle in? And I down the rest of my drink.
To wrestle in?
I think
he said wrestle.
I think
my brothers used to wrestle a lot when we were younger.
I mean, I won't be doing any wrestling, but I think it is. I mean,
I'll pass.
I think so. I think it might be. You know what? Yes, it's perfectly big enough to wrestle in, Ulrich. You know what? Yes. You know what? In fact, I think there's enough items we can make a little, makeshift little ring up there to wrestle in. That sound good?
Fantastic.
I don't know. I like a square better.
Lead on.
More side.
All right, and I'll kind of head up towards my room, towards the rooms, and kind of just give a please follow me look to okay.
Sounds good.
And I will, as I'm going, I'll flip another 2 coins, gold coins, to Roxy, and I'll kind of mouth at her if possible. 2 more rooms, please.
Okay. Sure.
Just in case.
Yeah.
So I have on a room
she
for
nods,
myself.
She flips you some 2 more keys.
Cool.
You guys make your way up to Sheev's room. which is a relatively small room. It's a little cramped in there with the 5 of you in there. There's a double
Yeah.
bed with red velvet covers and red velvet curtains. There is a desk with a sink basin and a mirror above it, and a rocking chair in the corner. And despite Sheev's best efforts to clean this place up, there is still like a layer of smell and stain in here.
Yeah.
But it seems like, they're just permanent stains that no matter what you do, they're always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna. You see, just Poncho just start flying up a little bit. He's flying at like almost perfect ceiling elevation.
Oh.
So there's more room for himself.
Yeah, no, this room is kind of disgusting, but I wanted to get us out of there. Okay. So there were a lot of pirates looking at us. Gwyn, anybody in particular that you noticed? I know that I don't mean, sorry, apologies for assuming, but you seem like you know your way around pirate establishments, and that may incline me to believe that you may be a pirate yourself. Again, I don't want to assume, not a bad thing necessarily, but did you notice anybody in particular that we should be looking out for? Because the big red guy kinda isn't subtle, if you get what I mean.
Do you want the list chronological or alphabetical?
I
Like,
mean,
where do you think you
I
are?
guess,
Make a history check with advantage, Gwen.
yeah. I guess I'm more asking, are we going to have to fight anybody? Like, are we about to have to bar this door to stop them from coming after us? Like,
15.
You see Ulrich's eyes immediately light up when he hears you say the word fight, as he's again sort of slumps himself against
all right.
a better wash basin.
You recognize, Gwen, a few of the people downstairs. Quite a few of them are from the ship called the Daisy. It's part of a pirate fleet that you're familiar with called the Galley Garden Fleet. And you are aware that they respond to Captain Albert, but you did not see the captain down there.
Like, not personally, if I had feelings.
You know them by reputation. You know a little bit that the Galley Garden Fleet is a ruthless fleet that will take on pretty much any job if it's going to make them money. And you are aware of the Daisy's reputation for being mostly a drug transportation boat. Smuggling boat.
Okay. Alright, so, to, Sheev, I'll say that, yeah, there's, in particular, a crew we should look out for, but they also present an opportunity to get off this island.
Okay. That's a good thing, because that's, we're a little early here. We were supposed to meet at dawn tomorrow, but I figured I'd, speed the process up and try to protect ourselves here. I guess my question is, should we be protecting ourselves not to get shivved in the night? Is that kind of what we're dealing with here? Is that hatred for outsiders that strong, or are we going to be able to survive until morning, split up?
I was planning on going down to the docks and seeing if I can find someone I know, because I can get a free ride for me and some companions, in exchange for labor aboard the ship.
In that case, you said the curtain was red, didn't you?
They're
In the
red
room.
velvet, yes.
So while you guys are discussing this, Ulrich has approached the curtain and he's actually ripped one of them off and he's swung it round behind him and tied it as a cloak around his neck. And he's beginning to sort of prance around the room going, "I am a knight of Rhybohr!" Swishing this cloak as he sort of moves in around you.
Check.
Yeah. Is there a
Yeah,
mirror
this
in the room?
looks- Yeah, there is.
there a
They're
mirror
right
in
above
the
the
room?
sink
Fantastic.
basin. Yeah.
And
A silver blind mirror.
he's going to do this for a little bit until he ends up standing in front of the mirror, Superman posing. "I am a knight of Rhybohr."
Sparky, I'm gonna see him. I'm going to.
And he's going to slump down into the just by the wall,
There's a rocking chair if you like.
into the rocking chair.
Okay.
What is this? Ulrich, look! I'm gonna try to slyly cast Fairy Fire on him to make him shine bright. Like a vibrant.
12.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, you hear Poncho whisper something.
Mm.
And then, what does your fairy fire look like, Poncho?
You just see like blue speckles beginning to like shimmer around him.
Okay.
Almost like a pixie dust, if you will.
The slumped over form of Ulrich in the rocking chair with this red velvet cape pulled behind him, and now you have this little sparkly blue glow around you that kind of falls like glitter over your shoulders and face.
And I'm assuming he would just be enamored by this and just distracted by the lights as you guys carry on your planning.
I don't want to stay here, so I'm just gonna. You see, Poncho just begins pleading to the spirits of nature, shimmering green lights beginning to swirl around him. A blinding green light as he grows smaller. This blinding green essence until he's a small lizard. He's gonna climb onto your shoulder and look at you.
Okay. I'll just hold the key out, I guess. Just
He wraps his lizard tongue around it.
It's like half
And
the
just hold it-
size of your lizard form.
yeah.
But you can hold it. It's not heavy. I think a lizard could hold a key for sure.
How strong are lizards?
Yeah.
I can't. I have a strength of 2. I can't. So
Can't.
wait.
You can
No.
carry 30 pounds, strength of 2.
Yeah, you can still carry a key.
Okay.
You
So
can
I'm
actually
gonna-
carry 60 pounds.
I'm gonna climb down your shoulder. You just feel my little lizard hands clinging to your body as I go down. Then I'll climb onto Gwen's shoulder and look at Gwen. We're all going with Gwen, right? I can't say any of this, so I'm just staring.
Oh, you want to come with the group? Well, okay, but is Ulrich? Go ahead, Leo.
I guess having a lizard on your shoulder makes you look a little more like a pirate.
True. Okay, so
That is a
Ulrich,
staple of pirate cultures and Gecko Pal.
yeah. Well, one of us should stay here with Ulrich, to say the least. Which I don't mind doing. It's not a big deal for me. If nobody else wants to. But Gwen, you should.
Where's Valanthe?
Valanthe is I'm not sure. I think she's probably off. I don't know, doing something. I know she got a room, but I don't know where. You know what? Actually, we can all go. I'll drop Ulrich off by the stables with his beloved horse, and then we can walk to the docks. How's that sound?
Click.
I mean, do you think this is a good idea to do this tonight? Can't just wait until tomorrow morning?
Gwyn had said she wanted to go to the docks to talk about securing passage for us. Would you rather do this at night, Gwyn, or in the morning?
Generally, the people that are going to be willing to help us are most active when the sun is down.
I love the shade. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is probably best to go now. Then I believe.
Okay.
And I want to do 2 things real fast. I want to talk to Ulrich real fast. Hey, you want to go to the stables? You want to go find what was the name of your horse that you rode in on?
Can I try and place for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunflower. Do you want to go see Sunflower?
Yes.
All right. Let's go. Let's get you another drink on the way, and let's go see Sunflower. Okay.
Okay.
Leave tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. I'll grab some food, some water, and some beer for Ulrich, and I will lead him.
You guys walk out of the Shaugnessy. The music is quite loud as you pass through the bar. It seems like some of the staff here are getting a little bit more used to your guys' presence. You step out and there's like a gentle rain going on, and it's quite dark in Surak Square. Torches around you, around these cobblestone pathways and old wooden buildings. And you guys head out. Pancho, as you guys step out, you do hear like scraping of chairs coming from inside the Shaugnessy. That's it. You guys step out and you round around the Shaugnessy towards where the stables are, and they are covered but just like open. They each have individual doors. Sunflower is 3 down.
Cool. But yeah, I'd like to lead Ulrich in there and open the door and, see. I'll kind of observe him for like a minute or two, see what he does. I'm kind of curious. All I know about him is that he's Ingnasian. He loves his country. He loves his horse. And he likes to drink. That's all I know so far. So I kind of want to observe him for a minute. What do you do, Ulrich?
So Ulrich would sort of stumble into the stables. I'm assuming by this time Sunflower's had a hard day, so she'll be sleeping, sort of somewhat curled up. The cape around my neck, I'll undo it, whip it around, lay it on top of her, and then just sort of lie back down, sort of snuggle into her side a little bit. A little bit of a grin appears on my face, more like when you're feeling especially cozy. It's a cozy grin as I begin sipping my beer. I'll see you looking at me though, and I'll beckon you over as I'm getting all ready to sleep. All my stuff as well as sort of somewhat scattered around the horse and stables, packed away in saddlebags. And as you get closer, I'll put a hand on your shoulder and pull you in a little bit, quite a strong grip. That lady, Roxanne.
Yes.
I could save her. And then I'll just fall asleep.
Yep. Yes. So he falls asleep. I assume he falls asleep like kind of on my arm. I have to like try and tug my arm out because he's just heavy and I'm a weakling.
Yeah.
He's just heavy guy.
Gwen, as you're looking out here, a group of 3 pirates come around the corner, all looking a little bit drunk, angry, and they kind of stand at the end of this alleyway, torchlight at their backs, and they give you a once over. And then one of them calls out, "Where's the Ingnasian?"
This is where you jump to my defense, guys.
I'm letting Gwen handle this.
Or we go to sleep and you wake
pirate.
up.
So, you mean the big one with the red the cloak?
The one in the fucking armor.
Ah, yeah,
He's
okay.
in bed with your mom.
Okay. The one of them pulls out a pistol from their hip. And it's your AC, Gwen.
13.
Yeah. So they pull out a pistol and cock it and they fire it at your feet. And they say, "We're not fucking around. We don't welcome Ignasias here."
I would like to draw my pistol as well, and I want to make a trick shot, disarming.
You shoot. I need you to roll for the damage on that shot.
Okay. So just a d20.
It would be What pitch? Do you have a derringer?
I have a pistol.
Yeah, it'd be 1d6 plus 2.
One
1d10,
pistol,
sorry,
1d10 plus 2.
1d10.
Yeah.
1d10. Also, would it be fair to say that 2 gunshots, I'm potentially awake?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic.
And in Valenti, I'm also going to have you make a perception check.
I rolled a 9, and that was plus 2, right?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
So you let loose this shot, and you aim right for the gun, but unfortunately, it hits him kind of just in the forearm above the pistol, and he holds on and has this very strong stance to them, sea legs. Does not get knocked over or pushed back, holds onto his gun, but you do significant damage. You rip a hole right through his arm, and he's still got the gun in his hands, blood trailing down onto it. And I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Awesome.
Right.
All right, everybody's in. Good.
Valenthe is currently blinded because there are cucumbers on her eyes.
As a bonus action, you can remove the slices.
Yeah, but she has a buff because she smells like cucumber lavender, like bodies.
Plus 1 to charisma check.
Yeah, +1
Yeah,
to
I was gonna
charisma
say,
modifier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
plus
Valenti,
1 to
you do
charisma blind.
hear like this from outside. But we'll get to what you're going to do on your turn. Actually, the first person's turn is for the pirates.
Mm.
It is the gnome. All right. Since Gwen, you were the one to make this shot, this gnome on the one side kind of rallies up and mutters some arcane words and moves their hands, and this dripping green goo comes out of their palms before they clap them together and an arrow forms, and it's coming right at you.
Okay,
Your AC is what again?
13.
That is going to hit. And you are going to take 14 points of acid damage as this green gooey arrow strikes through your shoulder.
Boy,
And you
oh boy.
feel it spread in your body, come over your chest, down your arm, and the pain is still there even after it's gone through you. It is Gwen's turn. It's actually going to take this
I had
gnome is
that
going to
healing
take
potion.
half cover behind, going to tuck behind the corner of the Shaugnessy here. Yeah, go ahead.
I have that healing potion.
You do.
Is that like a single use kind of thing?
Once you
I
drink
can-
it, it's been drunk.
Okay.
Is that a
Yeah.
bonus action or action to use? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Unless you have something special to do it as a bonus action, it's an action to take a potion.
Okay.
So I'll do that. I'll
You're going to
take that.
chug back the healing potion?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that would be, it's just a regular healing potion. What is that, 4d4?
Mhm.
Is that what it is?
Uh,
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
says here 2d4 plus 2.
2d4. 2d4 plus 2. So roll that for how much you're going to heal here. So you should just
What
be
is
able to
the-
click that healing there and it'll roll it for you.
Okay.
What is the floor made out of? Kim?
Cobblestone.
6.
And then in the stables, it's hay. Okay, so you heal for 6 points.
Hey,
So
it's for horses.
you pull this potion out, you pop the cork, you chug it back. It does a little bit for you. I need you to roll another 2d4.
5.
You chug back this potion. You feel yourself come up a little bit, but then the pain in your shoulder, it spreads, and you feel it coming into your chest. You're going to take another 5 points of acid damage.
Yikes, dude.
That brings us to anything else you want to do on your turn here, Gwen? Do you want to move or anything? This blue line I've drawn here is the Shaugnessy.
Okay.
These are like this.
Okay, is there like...
It's the stables.
Can I like roll into one of the stables to get out of the line of fire?
Ah! Yes.
Oh,
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You have 40 feet of movement, so you can do a lot here if you want to go into one of the stables. Some of them are empty.
Yeah, I'll go into one of the empty ones.
Okay. You kind of duck into one of these, this venomous feeling still on your shoulder as you tuck into some of the hay. Valenti, it is your turn. You are upstairs at the Shaugnessy. You've heard these 2 gunshots. What would you like to do?
My first reaction would be to immediately step out of my room, still in my comfy robes and shiny skin from such good skincare, and run down, trying to identify where the sound is coming from.
Okay. On this turn, you would be able to dash down to the main floor of the Shaugnessy. You do that. You run down the stairs. You take a look. From this perspective down here at the Shaugnessy, the music is loud. There's people partying. You don't see any of your companions. That's what you notice as you come down.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do? I mean, your dash would be your action.
Apart from looking around, nothing really.
Level 3, baby. Sounds good. Sheev, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull my arm out from underneath Ulrich's now sort of awake body, and I'm going to hear the gunshots, see that Gwyn is hurt. I'm gonna make my way 5, 10, 15 feet to get line of sight on the gnome.
Okay.
And I'm going
they
to
still
cast...
are going to have a little bit of cover here, just because they're
That's
behind
okay,
this person, and it's
because
dark.
I'm not worried about cover. I am going to use Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, but mine doesn't look like earth. It looks like, as Rhea kind of comes out from around my shoulders and kind of gives a sneering glance, it's almost going to look like she, my familiar, reaches out and lifts a cat paw from underneath the ground, a bright orange cat paw, and I'm going to try and clamp around the gnome. They must make a strength saving throw, the DC for which is 14.
That's good.
I want to cast the spell.
Okay, they fail.
They fail. Wonderful.
Yeah.
They're going to take 2d6 bludgeoning damage
And roll
and
that.
are restrained.
Who's this on?
The gnome. Because
Bastard gnome.
that was the fucker that hit Gwyn. I rolled... Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 1s, so it's only 2 damage, 2d6 bludgeoning damage. However, they are restrained. So... Yes, this gnome is restrained. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement. I'm going to back up 10 feet to get kind of behind Gwyn-ish. Not as cover, just to be behind Gwyn for support. And I will end my...
Yeah.
Alright, we're good.
Yeah, and you come forward, and this orange cat paw comes out from underneath this gnome and kind of scoops it up. The talons, the claws kind of coming out of the cat paw as it wraps around this gnome, struggles against it to no avail. Sounds good. All right. Seeing this magic, they step out here. They are going to try to attack you, Sheev.
Mm-hmm.
They take out a hammer and they pass it
Oh,
between
shit.
their hands
Oh,
before
shit.
they try to toss it at you. What's your AC?
11.
Okay, that is going to hit. So they
Question:
throw this hammer.
How close is it to 11?
Why?
I have shield.
Okay, it's pretty close to 11.
It's pretty
You
close
wanna
to
use
11. Yeah, for this round, I will use my reaction. I'll burn it to cast shield and raise my AC to 16
Sounds good.
for this round.
He tosses this hammer at you, and this magical force, it just comes up in front of you. The hammer goes dunk, bounces right off, lands at your feet, and the pirate goes, ah! And he runs forward right at you. And
Oh, Jesus Christ!
picks up the hammer.
That's not very nice.
Ulrich,
Mm-hmm.
you have been stirred awake by pirate folk, and you kind of see this all unfold from the stables, though some of it's a little difficult to see from where you are.
Fantastic. I'm going to give a slap to Sunflower's bum, get her up. I don't have time to grab my shield because that takes an action, but I'm going to grab my lance to hand as the skilled horse rider I am. I'm going to jump around.
You are looking for equestrian, bro.
Equestrian. The season equestrian I am.
Horse rider.
I'm going to hop over round, and hearing the cries of agony of this gnome round the corner, I'm going to pivot Sunflower round, jumping over any bystanders I have to in my way. Sunflower has 60 feet of movement.
Okay.
Do you think it's okay? Is it okay to get to the gnome?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So all of you who's not in the stables, you hear as this lightning fast, brown-bodied horse, red cloak still attached to the back, billowing in the breeze as I, like a rocket, through the stable doors. No, there's no doors in the stable. Out into the cobbled street area, and I'm gonna, like a homing missile, hungry for gnome blood, I'm going to move my character into range of this gnome, but 10 feet away, because I don't want to be within 5 feet. As we all know, lancers don't play nicely at close range. And I'm going to level my lance as I see my foe trapped in the claws of a cat. And a grin, a real sort of vicious grin has appeared on Ulrich's face as he's ready to slaughter gnomes. And it is with advantage.
Yes, because they're restrained.
For 21. For 21.
Definitely gonna hit.
As my first charge through hits him right on the shoulder, let's see how much damage it does. For a 5. Now, I am actually going to re-roll that 5 because I have the pierce of feet. So, let's re-roll that 1d12. So, I think I've got a good angle on this little gnome, but the last second it just managed to glance off whatever foul
cat paw in the way, so
exactly, yeah, whatever foul contraption of armor this gnome has, for a 6 in the end. Now I'm going to do something a little bit some may say cheesy, but I say optimized. I'm going to use my second wind, but I'm going to wait and prepare not second wind, bloody hell, action surge. I'm going to action surge.
okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ready an attack action for the next turn. So the start of the next turn, I'll be taking this extra attack, and it just means I have a refresh on my pierce of feet. So hopefully I can get good use out of it, some mileage out of it, as I'm going to attack again. As I don't know how I would attack. Maybe I'll whack him with the lance as I ride past. But for an 11, fucking hell! I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
It just misses.
God damn. Oh, so go on.
Yeah, when you make a second attack and it your lance just barely misses. For a second, you can see from the house wall next to the gnome a shadowy figure appears somehow, vaguely humanoid shape, like a living shadow, and an arm grabs the front of your lance and actually guides it towards the gnome's shoulder. And we're gonna add something to that attack roll and see if it manages to hit. That's a +3 to that attack roll.
14.
That will make it hit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
So
shadowy guide puts it in the right spot.
We all need a shadowy guide in our lives, I'll tell you that much. As I will roll for... I'm not going to re-roll that. That would be greedy. As this lance, guided by this mystical force, right into the center of mass. Is it the cervix? No, the cervix.
Let's go, knight!
Solar plexus. The solar plexus.
Not cervix.
The solar plexus.
Straight for the cervix.
No, it's canon cervix. That's your thing.
Yeah.
That's this cervix player.
Right
into the solar plexus.
No,
guys,
gnome. He's role playing Ulrich really well. Ulrich doesn't know what women's body parts
exactly.
are. Ulrich is just role playing his character. Okay, God.
Oh my God.
For a 17.
Yeah,
17.
That does some damage. You okay? Can you roll just a straight d20 for me?
13.
Okay. When you come out of the stables, like the whole system that's set up in kind of like shifts a bit with Sunflower coming out this way, and you gallop around this corner, you hop over these obstacles to get a vantage point on the gnome wizard here, and you stab at him. The first time kind of just glancing, and then the second time really hitting right within their cervix. And doing serious damage. And they are bleeding from their chest at this point. But they are still alive, wrapped in this cat paw, looking up at you like, you're gonna regret this, soldier. Anything else that you could do on your turn?
That's everything. I'm just the blood is pounding through Ulrich's body. His head is just the adrenaline of combat. Yeah, no greater mix. And now I end my turn. Satisfied with the slick sheen of red gore coating my lance, and then my turn.
Good. Poncho, you are up. You are on Gwen.
My bonus action to revert, so Gwen's suddenly gonna feel a weight on her shoulder as the weight just gets like tripled, quadrupled, essentially. And Poncho just starts fluttering up, flying after he just weighs you down a little bit. Whoops, sorry. He's gonna fly over to the one that's being held, and he's gonna just punch. He's punching, going for the face on the restrained target.
That's this one over here.
Yep, he's running, flying to that one, and he's just gonna let out a flurry of punches. Punch his little.
Okay.
Flurry of punches.
Go ahead, make an attack roll. Flurry of punchies. Punchies from Poncho.
I only got one punchy. He's my boy. On my feet. Oh, here we go. Did it roll?
This fairy is a monk.
I just imagine one punch is like 10 punches for Poncho.
Yeah.
What fairy? I mean, you mean this lizard is a
natural 20.
Oh my God. Okay. Roll that damage.
I didn't only roll one dice. That's not even right. Would be another one. 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I'm doing this non-lethally. So Poncho just punching him a million times in the face. I imagine his face is getting more and more swollen with each punch until they kind of follow him. Whoops.
Okay. This lizard hops up from Gwen's shoulder and changes into Poncho and flutters his way over across around the stables and just gives it to this gnome in the face as it's just cannot move. They cannot move. They can't. They're already bleeding profusely as you just beat their face in with your tiny little green fists, and they are dead.
Unconscious.
For the Feywild. All right.
That is everything.
Leo, you're up.
Okay, seeing as how my pretty badass compatriots already have a grip on this, yeah, I'm gonna step up slowly, like just firmly but slowly walk over in between them in front of Gwyn. While I'm doing so, my right hand reaches towards my amulet under my shirt, and you can see that as I touched it, and for a short moment, Leo closes his eyes. A coat, a armor of sorts of ice and muscles, not muscles, but shells, seashells of all sorts of different shapes and sizes that are kind of in between the eyes with spikes sticking out from them, covers his chest and torso. And I'm gonna cast Armor of Valivi on myself. There's my action. And then as these spikes grow around me, I'm gonna walk towards the other two guys. And my left hand is gonna go towards my rapier and pull it out. And I'll just tell them, it's not too late to run. You might have picked the wrong night for this fight.
Okay, make an intimidation check with disadvantage.
That's a 13.
Okay. The one that's standing in front of Sheev, holding the hammer, just looks at you and says, "You picked the wrong night to be alive."
Okay. I see where this is going. Oh, well, thanks to be you. That's the end of my turn.
Sounds good. Okay, it is this guy's turn. Almost dead. He is going to go this way. And he kind of is running a little bit, but he sets up for a pistol shot at Poncho.
No.
What's your AC? Unmute yourself.
17. Poncho is unironically the tankiest party member with 11 to 13. The bad guy's face. Every Thomas's face.
Okay. It is going to hit. But it kind of grazes you. You're quite a small target, so and it's dark outside, so it kind of gets you right in the back of the leg. You're going to take 4 points of piercing damage.
Ponchos. Which one did it?
This one over here.
That one's mine.
And he runs the rest 10 feet of his movement, trying to get away. All right, sounds good. We are back to the top of the order. That guy's dead. Gwyn, it is your turn.
Okay. Is this acid still a problem for me in my shoulder?
You can still feel it.
Okay.
With that said, hang on, let me check. No. Okay, so you still kind of have some pain within your shoulder and things like that, but you kind of shake it off and you feel better as you get up, kind of rally yourself.
Okay. So I do get up. And I'm gonna. That is Leo in my way. If I was gonna shoot this one right here.
Yes. I mean, you could still try,
What about-
but Leo is standing there.
But my pistol has enough range to hit the one that's running away, right?
Yep.
And
Only 30
no
feet
one's
from you.
in the way, so. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at that.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will
attack. Yeah. 15. That's gonna hit.
15.
Roll damage.
5.
It. So this other gunslinger here, this pirate running away, you hit him square in the back, and it courses right through him. But he's still limping, trying to get away. Anything else you want to do here? Ooh, you have a bonus action.
Yeah, I guess I'll move a couple of feet. Can I just try? Okay. Yeah, I'll move to get around Leo and between the two pirates.
Okay, you can move your token to where you're going to go.
Okay.
You have 40 feet of movement. You can really move anywhere within here. Sounds good. You kind of duck out of the stables, reinvigorated. And that brings us to Valanti. Hanging out at the bar.
Show us what you got.
I'm gonna try and dash outside of the bar, like leave through the main entrance, and assess the situation there.
You can get out with just your regular movement. You see this cat paw wrapped around this dead gnome. You see Poncho with a bullet wound bleeding out of his leg, dripping all over this dead gnome. You see Ulrich on Sunflower, like
having the time of his life.
Yeah, just super happy. Gwen, you see there as well. You can't really see all the way around the corner here to see Leo and Sheev, and you can see kind of the edge of Leo and this pirate here.
It's a lot to take in. I'll just can I continue moving, or have I used up my
Your movement's used up unless you want to dash. That would take your action.
I'll dash and yell, by the gods, what has happened here? Right.
Wonton slaughter!
I'll dash here.
Sounds good.
Into the fray.
Right into it. You see your party members. Some of them bleeding, some of them looking like they're having a great time. Sheev, you are up.
So it is 25 feet from the gnome who is currently wrapped in the cat's paw to the running away pirate. And the pirate, I'm going to assume some flavor here for a minute. The pirate is going to look back as they run away, and they're going to see, in their vision, they're going to see a cat chasing after them, a bright orange cat, and the paw is going to come up from the ground and clamp on them, as I can move the paw within the 30-foot range, so I can move it 25 feet away from the gnome. And I am going to have that pirate make a DC 14 strength save, just like the one before.
They easily make this.
I rolled better that time. I rolled a 4, so they're going to take 2 bludgeoning damage and are not restrained.
Okay. Sounds good. This you kind of are you stepping out to do this?
No,
Like,
I'm staying where I'm staying where I am.
Wondering if you need to
Yeah,
push
that's
in.
my question now, though. I don't know if I can do that because I'd have to move here because that puts me within 30 feet, and I don't break opportunity attack range. So that's what I will do.
Yeah, so just
I'll
move there
move
so
to the side.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
You move that way, and the cat paw kind of unfurls from the dead gnome, and they fall flat, and the cat paw goes through the cobblestone path, chasing after this gunslinger who is just screaming for their life.
Yeah.
After they've just taken a bullet in the back, and they turn around, they see the cat crawling after them, running after them, and then trying to grab them as a giant paw. But they manage to resist the grip of the paw, but they still take some of the damage, looking very hurt.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna end my turn.
After that, man with the hammer is gonna make another attack against the chief.
All right.
And give me that AC again.
11.
That is gonna hit.
I'm going to. Who's looking at me right now? Is anybody in our party looking at me right now?
I mean, we
Advantage
can all
point of
see you.
everybody. Yeah.
You're gonna kind of see me sort of like be there, but not be there. Like there's 2 or 3 or 4 possible versions of me, and he's gonna re-roll that ability. I'm gonna use my reaction to make him re-roll.
Reroll the attack.
Yes, I'm gonna use my chronal shift, make him re-roll the attack.
Roll a D100.
Yep. This is why I was trying to save it. 60.
You, from all of you that can see this, you momentarily see Sheev kind of flash into multiple, like, kind of visions of him. And then you all kind of feel for a second, just the briefest moment, like the whole world shifts on an axis and then resettles. It's like everything goes. And you see the pirate who's attacked with his hammer, he like comes back and then attacks again with even more force this time.
Okay, that's fine.
But you're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this hammer comes down just like on that point between your shoulder and your neck.
Shit. Fuck. I thought it was gonna work.
And this pirate looks around, the one with the hammer, and he yells out, "What the fuck are you doing, man? You're leaving me stranded!" Yelling to this other pirate that's running away. And he says, "Fuck you!" Ulrich, you're up.
You see Ulrich, all of you, basked in the moonlight as he rears his horse up, as he wheels it round to face the pirate that is running off into the distance. And for those who are looking closely, you see sort of holsters his lance, levels it down, begins to gallop towards the one that's running away. And those who are closer, you hear him mutter, "How does it feel to be on the losing side?" As he
Valenti and Gwyn, you hear this.
hits with the lance for 21.
Hits.
Which I'm assuming hits.
Yes.
And then for a 14, and I'm not going to re-roll that 8, as it pierces right into the back. Well, I was going to let Sunflower have a go after this. So what I'll do is I'll pierce with the lance, maybe 2 or 3 feet right through the center of mass. Sunflower's going to grab a chomp out of the shoulder, and as I remove the lance, she'll fling the corpse down, blood smearing and pooling, and filling the cracks in the cobblestones. As again, he's going to turn around and look at all you guys with a grin on his face, lance up, point it to the sky, and let out a pretty high-pitched battle cry. As he trains his eyes on the last survivor, ends his turn,
Sounds good.
and he's going to
You
end up.
pierce through this gunslinger, and Sunflower helps you like fling this body like right over top of the horse, lands in a pile behind you, spatterings of blood all around, lands over here behind you. Absolutely decimated. Yeah? Pancho, it is your turn though.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna fly towards the other one. You know what? We already killed 2. Why not make 3? No, I'm gonna try not to murder this one.
Okay.
Okay, come on. 1. I hate that. 21.
That hits.
5 damage. Poncho's
Okay.
going to. I'm gonna use my bonus action to make another attack.
Okay.
7 probably.
7 does not hit.
So Poncho swinging.
Just
He
punch
swings a
him?
little wild. Yeah, he's just punching. He's swinging wildly. Some of them hit, some of them miss. He's like, ah!
Okay.
And he's occasionally looking at Maokai for taking the one he was mad at.
Okay.
Ulrich.
Flutter over. This pirate is like, oh, butterfly. And you punch him across the head. The second one misses, but you do some damage as you make his nose bleed here. Leo, you are up.
Look who wants to say hi.
Okay,
Hey, Mason.
I'm gonna look at the one that's right in front of us. I'm gonna say so that the others can also hear me. I'm gonna say, this one can tell that we are not to be messed with, okay? And I'm gonna just try to shove him to the side so that he gets off.
The pirate?
Yeah.
Okay, like you're trying to grapple him?
No, just shove him away. 5 feet.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
That's a solid 19.
You try to shove him, and he holds his ground and looks pissed. He's got this very wide-legged stance. Looks like a very like a person that would be very hard to knock over. Anything else?
I'm gonna, as he kind of braces him against me trying to shove him to the side, I kind of look at him annoyed. How stupid can you be? Just piss off! And then that's my turn.
Okay.
I like that.
Gwen, back to you.
Okay.
This pirate is kind of looking at all of you guys surrounding him. This kind of leads off to an alleyway where you guys are. But he just looks angry.
Okay. I'm gonna if I draw the dagger that's on my list. I have my gun in one hand and the dagger that's on my list. If I draw it, is that an action?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I've got my pistol in one hand. If I use my other hand to draw the dagger that I have on my belt, is that an action?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And my dagger has a range of 20 feet, and I'm close enough to.
Are you gonna try and throw it?
Yeah. Actually, I've used my free object interaction. Can I move?
To be an attack roll.
Attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With the dagger.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
4.
All right. This is with the stiletto.
Mhm.
Okay. You grab this from your pouch or your bag, your belt. Your belt?
Belt, yeah.
You toss it, and it pierces this guy right in the arm and kind of glances off. Ah! You take that damage. A little bit of blood. Valenti, we're up.
Finish him.
I'm not going to move because I should be able to fire straight at him, and I'm going to use Ray of Frost, my cantrip.
Oh, nice. Natural
Natural
20.
Okay. Is it critical hit or just normal?
Be just 2d8 damage, yeah?
Yeah. You just double your damage die.
And then one more.
Another.
Okay.
Oh.
Not bad, not bad.
Hopefully it works.
Okay. What does this magic look like for you?
So I have this arcane focus in the shape of a glass orb emitting this blue light, a faint blue light. I hold it up in my hand, and from it, bright light appears and shoots out from it a bright beam of frost directly towards this pirate.
Sounds good.
Headshot type of aim.
The orb kind of illuminates with this blue glow in the night, and ray of frost comes out. Hits them like in the forehead, and this like layer of frost immediately comes over their face. And they kind of look down, and then they shake it off, and they say, "Ah, Jesus! Okay, all right. Ah, I didn't mean anything that I did before. I just. It's hard when you're a pirate and these Ignasians just walk in and like fucking own the place." And he's looking at you, Ulrich.
Ulrich licks his lips.
Anything else in your turn, Valenti?
I'll ask him a question just before I end. Are you willing to negotiate an end to this stupid fight?
If you guys leave me alive, yeah, sure.
Also, now that the lady speaks is winning, yeah.
After she hit me with a fucking frost ray in the forehead, I didn't know you guys were so like, I don't know. I didn't know you guys could do all this stuff. You guys didn't look like much in the bar.
I'll
We do-
defer any
Okay,
We're doing
it
turn
would
order.
be Sheev's turn if he wants to do anything here. We'll do until the end of this round, and if anybody wants to
Yeah.
attack, they can.
I'm gonna let Gwyn handle this one. This is pirate stuff, not stuff that I'm usually handling. I am going to move the hand from over like wherever the guy was. I'm gonna move it like right into the square next to me. I can't ping it for some reason, but it's gonna move. I'm in this square. I'm gonna move it to the one next to me as like because it lasts a minute. So I'm gonna have it there and be like, "Hey, don't try any shit."
It's just
And my turn.
Cat's paw right next to you.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Give a little flex of the fingers, do a fist kind of deal.
Sounds good. Their turn. They keep a grip on their hammer. They kind of look down. This like look on their face, like just so disappointed in themselves. And he says, I think that we bit off a little bit more than we could chew here. And he looks over at his dead companions. I just want to get back to my ship. Cause you guys any trouble, I'll go on my way and can call it square.
What you
That's
got
all
in your
he's gonna do.
pockets? Anything cool?
Pardon?
What you got in your pockets? Anything cool? Anything shiny?
Yeah, run them shits, boy. Run them pockets.
I got some gold. He starts going through his pockets. He takes out like 4 gold, drops onto the cobblestone.
You're gonna flutter over and pick it all up, stare at it mesmerizingly. Let him go.
If the pirate's turn is over,
It's his turn is over. So Ulrich, it would be your turn.
you see Ulrich again deftly swings off his mount. You're not sure, but from what you can see, it only takes half his movement. No, it only takes 5 feet of his movement, so he can still move around. And he's going to walk up to this pirate who's clearly gone down a wrong path in life. This ship, who owns it?
Captain Albert, greatest captain in all of the Galley Garden fleet.
Excellent. You want to send him a message. And how bloody is this pirate looking?
He looks bloodied, looks hurt, still got some stamina, still talking.
Okay.
I can send her a message, yeah.
Excellent. Tell them Ingnasia declares these waters theirs. And free object interaction, I'm going to whip up my mace and crack him round the head. I hope this hits. For a 21.
It hits.
And I'm definitely not going to reroll that for 12 damage, as I hope I splatter his brains across the cobblestones.
Very effectively. Yeah, you hit him, and he doesn't have, like, you know, a helmet on or anything, so this mace just, like, sinks into the side of the head for a second, just that squish into the side of the forehead, and immediately blood pours out, and he falls to the ground dead.
And Ulrich turns to everyone. Fantastic! What a splendid evening! And he's going to take Sunflower by the bridle and head back into the stable.
Where are we supposed to let that one live?
I was gonna put an alarm outside of his little thing there so he didn't get hurt, but
Well,
he's got that handled on his own over there. That was impressive. I think I'm impressed. I don't know. It's a
I
little
think that last part
bloodthirsty
is a
for
little
my
overkill.
Yeah, it's a little bloodthirsty for my like, but they did try to kill us. So, are we gonna now get hunted because we killed pirates, or should we leave, or what's the deal here? Because I don't know the pirate code. I'd like to not get hunted down and killed. Like I said before, I want to stay very much alive. So, what's the protocol here?
I want to know
this
who
is just
Captain
go
Albert
ahead.
is. I'd like to know who Captain Albert is.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Responding to she, I'm gonna say, nah, it's just a Tuesday night. These guys started it.
Leo, what are you gonna say?
Well, while they are rummaging through the bodies, I'm just gonna, with my armor still on, I'm gonna step over the gnome and head back inside.
That's a natural 19 plus 4 for a 23.
Okay, you're gonna head back inside?
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door and go straight towards the bar.
Okay.
Gonna call for Roxy.
Are
Roxy!
you
Okay. So, Gwen, did you want to say something?
pretty sure it's still full of pirates, and we just killed 3?
Are you talking to
Is
Leo?
Oh yeah, I'm just like, are you? Well, I guess he's already in there.
Like as he's
I
walking
mean,
away, you
if
hear her kind
I'm
of talk to your back.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not out here, so I don't think they care about us.
They probably
Yeah.
expect us to be dead. So
You
Also true.
head back inside, Leo, and you call over Roxy, and she comes over and she says, "How you doing?"
Yeah, I've still got my jacket, seashell, and ice armor up. Are there people sitting at the bar also?
Yep, there's like a couple of sailor folk down there.
Are there any pirates sitting there?
There are pirates sitting at some of the other tables. From what you
Okay.
would guess would be pirates. Some of them it's hard to tell. Some of them do wear identifying garb, but some of them don't.
But there's no pirates at the bar.
You could ask them.
Okay. Is that not that important? I'm just gonna say to Roxy in a voice that can be heard. I'm not gonna be sly about it. I'm gonna say, "There's 3 bodies outside of your establishment. Maybe you would wanna clean them up. I don't think that they fit your whole thing you got going." And then I'm gonna walk into the booth through the room so that everybody can see the armor.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, noted. Make a intimidation check.
I've got a 15 and I'm gonna also use my amulet to get that to a 19.
Okay. There are clearly some people listening in the Shaugnessy, and you see some heads turn down and kind of nod. Sheev and Gwen and Poncho looking through the bodies, you find 15 silver
Okay.
and 6 gold.
Splitting them?
You do find a vial on the gnome's body
Cool.
of a white powder.
Okay.
And you find also small like pieces of a pirate flag with an insignia on it that looks kind of like a distorted white flower.
Okay. I'm gonna show this to. First of all, the money. I'll just kind of show everybody the money. I don't care. I'll be like, it's. Hey guys, I found 6 gold, 15 silver. Maybe this pays for some drinks, some rooms, or maybe put it
Party
towards
fund.
the put it towards the ship, something like that. I don't know. I'll just
Oh, I thought we were
keep
gonna have
it
a
or give it to
party.
you guys. I'm cool with whatever. In character, that's what Sheep says. Out of character, we can do party fund if you guys want to. That's fine. I don't mind note keeping that as Jack. I'm cool with that. If anybody else wants to, that's also fine.
Don't we still have a tab with Roxy?
We do, yeah. So I'll keep track of it in my notes, but we'll kind of settle that up in a bit. I'm going to show Gwyn. Is this the flag of the Galley Garden Fleet? This white flower?
That's the daisy.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. That all adds up. Why they attacked us is because of Ulrich. But that's okay. We know that. That's fine. Is everyone okay? Anybody hurt? We all good? I mean, I'm hurt a little bit, but are you, Gwyn? You got kind of fucked up there. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody here know any healing of any kind? I'm not a healer myself. Anybody know any healing?
Poncho's gonna start chanting. Spirits of nature, mend your wound, your pain. He is going to cast your wound. Like here one's a healing word that they have prepared.
Get a healing word onto Gwyn.
6 healing.
All right, wonderful. 6 healing for you.
Leo, are you staying inside? You're going to the booth? Sorry, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm going into the booth and waiting there.
Okay. When the you were kind of helping search the bodies, right? It was Sheev, Gwen, and Poncho that were searching the bodies, right? Correct me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The vial that you pull off of the gnome, this white dust, when you're familiar with this, it's called bone dust, and it is a drug.
Okay.
And then you know it's very valuable.
Am I the one holding that? Or she was the one doing the searching, so.
Well, you
Yeah,
helped,
but like,
so up to you guys.
if you like ask me to show it to you, I'll give it to you to look at it. So that's fine.
Yeah, I recognizing that this is very valuable, I think I'm gonna like slip it inside my jacket just to like keep this out of sight because we should
Do I
flying.
see this happen?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you guys are both doing this together, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just give you a nod and move on.
Not as a secret to like from you guys.
Oh, okay.
Just...
Gotcha. I thought you were like palming it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah. Didn't find anything super valuable on these guys, but I think it's best we try and get off this island as soon as we can. Are you feeling okay to go still meet your possible contacts, Gwyn? Is that Philanthropy? Sorry, you were. What were you doing? We were all in the bar, and you were gone doing something else. What were you okay? Everything all right?
I was resting when I heard 2 loud gunshots, and I rushed out as fast as I could, and then there you all were, completely bloodied and hurt.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they did shoot at us first, so it was not something that we did to start this.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hey, I didn't do it. We're looking to possibly
Really
go.
existed.
Gwyn said that she had a contact of some kind to possibly get us a ship and get us off the island towards where we're trying to go. So we were going to go do that tonight. Do you have the ability to disguise yourself? Because Gwyn said that if we look like we do, we probably shouldn't show up.
Oh, I don't have the ability to disguise myself. No.
Okay. Well, in that case, would you want to stay with Ulrich for a little bit and make sure he gets to sleep okay? Is that something that you'd be okay with?
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
I have
All right.
to.
Wonderful. Hey, you don't have to. You can go back up to your room, but he did just help us kill 3 pirates, so it could be a bit of an issue.
No, I'll stay with him. It's fine.
All right. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. This is a big favor for us. Poncho, you wanted to come as well, or are you staying? What's going on? 'Cause I know Leo and I can disguise ourselves. Gwyn fits in. Your butterfly, don't exactly know if that's the most piratey vibe.
Poncho turns into a lizard in front of you, crawls into your hair.
All right, that's cool. Can you not be in my hair though? It's a little uncomfortable for me.
No response, no movement.
Okay, all right. I'm going to. Well, actually, Gwyn, how far is the docks from here? Do you know?
Well, the northern docks aren't that far away at all.
We lost Thomas.
If you're trying to find a pirate contact, you would be looking at the stores at the eastern docks. That's where most of the pirates come in.
Okay, yeah, then how far away would it how long would it take?
Like a 25-minute walk, 20-minute walk.
Okay, then I'm gonna hold off on casting my spell until we get closer. Gwyn, let me know when I should do that. It's far enough out. But I think we're ready to head over. You can lead the way because you know where we're going. I don't know shit about here.
Okay, so
Okay.
Ulrich and Valenti, you guys are staying behind, and Leo, you're currently inside, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would have headed into the booth and then probably waited for like 3 minutes. But if I realized that they weren't coming after me, then I would have
Okay,
had a look outside too.
sounds good.
The armor's still up.
Sounds good. Ulrich and Valenti.
Well, I'm asleep.
You've passed out.
Yeah, unless you want to wake me up though. That's totally fine.
I am not touching you. You seem a bit grimy, drunk. You smell. I'm just looking at
Covered
you.
in blood.
Oh shit! Grossed his whole life. Okay.
I know. That's fair enough.
Passed out in the stable, covered in blood, but looking quite content, wrapped around Sunflower, who's also sleeping very contently after the throes of battle. The rest of you head out towards the stores, and getting a little bit late at this time. You guys head down through cobblestone pathways and alleyways, and Gwen, I'm gonna have you make an investigation check with advantage. Oh, nice. And like, you remember this place like the back of your hand. Natural 20 on the board. You manage to guide them through the darkness and the torchlight into the eastern docks. And it is quite late now. Like, you're looking at like about 10 o'clock ish. You guys can hear the crashing of the waves as you get closer to the seaside. As you guys come down into the eastern docks, there are several buildings here with kind of a tented front, and as well as parked at the docks, you see a couple of ships, most of which kind of just seem like mercenary ships. But you guys do see, when you clock this right away, as you walk into the docks and you scan for anyone that you're familiar with, you see the Daisy parked at one of these docks, and you do also see in the darkness a light on in that boat. Sheev, you see the same thing.
Okay.
Pancho and Toby, you kind of see these ships and you see them rocking within the sea, and you can see to the south of the eastern docks there are several buildings, wooden buildings, just collections of them, look like kind of shoddily made.
As we get closer, I'm gonna sneak into an alley and just real quick disguise self. I'm gonna turn into just a human, but I'm going to kind of muddy up my skin a little bit of dirt on. Emulate. I'm gonna whatever clothes Gwyn's wearing. I'm gonna kind of make myself look like a follower of Gwyn. Like Gwyn's like the pirate leader, and I'm like a lackey. So wear the same colors that she's wearing, kind of like nondescript pirate garb, just so I look like I'm rolling with her crew.
I'm not gonna change my own visuals, like how I look. I'm just gonna change how my clothing looks, make it a little less refined.
Okay.
A bit more disheveled.
Yeah. Gritty yourself up a bit. Sounds good. Pancho is a lizard. Chief's hair.
I am the most disguised here. I don't even need to roll. I'm just an animal.
Can you get out of my hair, please?
What do you guys want to do? You've made yourselves into these disguises. Dark. Don't really see a lot of people around at this moment. You can hear the sounds of people like within their ships.
I'm letting Gwyn lead the way.
The way I see it, we've got two general options and try and find a mercenary ship that's willing to let us hire them. Or I could use to get us a free ride in return for some hard labor aboard the ship.
If only you guys knew. If only you guys knew someone with access to a fleet.
Hey, look, man, we
passed out in
you
the
didn't
stables.
offer us the fleet.
I know.
You kind of survey the ships, Gwen. I mean, there is a merchant ship that looks like it could be more accessible. It's dark. The lights are off. It's got a name printed on the side, and it's called the Rhybohr. It looks like a boat that would have the capacity to go to where you need to go, but you're not familiar with this boat. It's a merchant ship. The only ship that you're really familiar with here is the Daisy. But you also know its reputation.
Okay. Yeah, the Daisy's not gonna let us take Ulrich aboard, I'm assuming. Probably.
Probably not, but you could definitely ask them. To transport someone from Ingnasia on a pirate ship would be inherently risky for a few different reasons.
Oof.
Yeah.
Steal a ship.
I mean, I would definitely prefer to not pay for the ride, and I am more than willing to put in another couple days of hard work, as I've done to get here already.
I guess I'll turn to Leo, Sheev, and Poncho, technically, so and like raise my eyebrows. Do you have any input?
I thought you had contacts.
Yeah, as I was just kind of letting you take the lead here. Do you know people? What? How do you usually go about securing transport from somewhere? Do you kind of just like show up and hold your thumb out and wait for a ship to come by on the highway, or what's the deal here? I don't know. This is not my game.
Well, when I'm on my own, it's a lot easier, but
Oh, I know having a lizard
Yeah.
kind of sucks. It's kind of tough, But yeah, okay, all right. Ship's lights are off. Is there a what's it called? The little plank of wood to get onto the ship, or is
Yep.
it is not?
Gangplank.
Okay.
Yep.
Gangplank. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. I will just I'll start walking up the gangplank.
Okay.
Yeah.
You walk up the gangplank and
Hello?
you call out. Make a perception check.
Anybody there? 15 minus 1 for a 14. Not bad for me. Not bad for me.
There's like the sound of waves hitting against the sides of the ships that are parked here. It's this light rain kind of tapering off. You don't hear anything. You expect if there's people on this boat, they're probably below deck.
Okay. Is it rude to wake pirates up while they're sleeping or below deck, Gwyn? Is there a code here for this, or is it like kind of
you mean boarding a ship without clearance? Yeah, that would be considered hostile. But these guys aren't pirates; they're merchants. So
No. Okay. Cool. They're merchants.
usually, when I want something from a merchant, I'll just take it.
Gotcha. The pirate style. Okay.
We can work
take
on
it.
that behavior, yeah.
Yeah, take it then. Come with me, and I'll just I'll walk up the gangplank, get onto the ship, and start to make my way below deck with Leo and Gwen if they're coming with me.
Everybody's
Yeah.
going with.
On board of the Rhybohr?
Yeah.
I just shout if any, like, hello, anybody here?
Okay, a little bit louder than Sheev. You yell out. You guys are on the deck of the ship. Eventually, you hear a "Reek," and a hatch opens up on top, and a short human steps out. A woman, wearing very simple robes, and she looks you guys over just from the top of this hatch. She says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
we are looking for a boat, a ship to get us to Gillam Island.
Okay, come back tomorrow. And she closes the hatch.
It's important. It's important. It's important. I promise it'll be worth your time. Please,
Make a persuasion check.
Please hear us out.
With disadvantage.
Fuck. Can I get advantage? Can I get
No,
help from?
you went disadvantage.
And Leo's already saying, "Okay, we'll see you in the morning."
No, fuck no! You're supposed to help me. Yes. Okay. With disadvantage, it's still an 11 plus something plus 5. It's still a 16 with disadvantage. It's still a.
She kind of like opens the hatch a little bit again, and she says, "How important?" He looks at you. He looks you over. We don't do much work with you type of folk. And she kind of looks you guys over with a confused look.
Travelers?
I was like, hey, I resent that. Okay? That's not nice to judge people by appearances. What kind of person are you? In fact, you know what? I think you owe us for this insult.
Listen, I don't think that I can help you guys right now, but if you come back in the morning, Captain Barrel will be here, and you could try to talk to him about whatever it is that you guys need. I'm just watching the ship to keep it safe tonight, and I'm really not sure I can keep it safe from you guys, to be honest, so I'd really like you to just come back in the morning, if that's all right.
Ma'am, do not be
Robert.
alarmed, okay? We'll come back in the morning and we'll make a lovely deal, okay?
Sure. We'll talk for sure. I mean, I don't make the decisions here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My name's Tawny.
Lovely
Been on
to
the
meet
ship
you, Tony.
Yeah, you too. Been on the Rhybohr here for just a couple weeks, so I'm still getting my sea legs. But I like it so far. It's nice. It's fun. We just came around from Wind Peak. You guys been to Wind Peak? That's an interesting place.
Don't think I've ever been to Wind Peak, but I'd love to see it someday. And I'll just give I'll try to smile and calm some of this animosity down and give her oh yeah, it's okay. I'll be back
She doesn't seem
tomorrow.
particularly hostile towards you guys. She just seems a little
Okay.
confused about the circumstances upon which you've approached the ship. And
right,
also
fair.
she seems new to this whole thing.
Gotcha. Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm sorry, okay? We are kind of in a hurry, so that's why we are approaching at this late hour.
You're in a hurry as in you guys need to leave tonight? Because I don't think we can help you there.
No, tomorrow in the noon is fine. It's fine. And we are looking for a vessel that can carry us to Gillam Island.
Right, so you guys just walked onto the first boat that you guys saw on the docks?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
the second boat, but yeah, pretty much.
Right, yeah. Okay, come back when the captain's here. They're staying in town, so should be able to help you tomorrow morning. We'll be here at dawn. But we leave tomorrow afternoon, so make sure you don't wait too late.
All right,
Okay.
makes sense.
Have a lovely night. Stay safe.
Okay, bye. She slowly closes the hatch,
Kill him!
expecting you guys to yell more. Closes the
I'll
hatch.
just kind of like walk off.
I told you guys we should have done this in the morning, but
Look, I thought we were gonna have more trouble. I was worried that we're gonna have people come after us. I don't know. I'm just a little worried. Okay, just a little worried.
I would hope that I
When
got
you're
some
muted.
people offer back in the bar room.
We were gonna set off at sunset or at sunrise anyway.
Yeah. All right. Fair. We found our target. We know what boat we're coming for, and that's more than we had 30 minutes ago. So, I count this.
Yes.
See this as an absolute win. We didn't kill anybody. Nobody tried to kill us. We're good. We should get back to the inn while we can.
Okay.
Unless
You guys
anybody
head
else wants
back.
to do anything.
And do you arrive back at the Shaugnessy? About 10:30ish, almost 11. Valenti, are you staying out and watching Ulrich sleep?
Yeah, she is.
Stop him right there. I'll keep a good 5 meters distance between us. He'll be passed out on his horse, and I'll just be pacing around, just cursing under my breath probably, and waiting for the others to come back.
Is there any way I can wake up at all?
Yeah, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I'm interested in chatting to
Yep.
to Liv.
Yep. Sunflower kind of stirs about 20 minutes into your sleep and kind of flicks off some of the blood, and you kind of wake up and you see the frame of the tall high elf standing outside the stables. Even though she's standing a little bit farther away, she's quite tall, so you can see her.
So I get up and go fill up my mug with some water as my mouth is incredibly dry. I haven't seen many of your kind. Not so much recently. Where do you hail from?
Me and my family come from Acapulco.
Ah! A gem in the crown of Ingnasia.
Sure, that's one way to put it.
But you, like so many others we've met tonight, don't seem to think too fondly of Ingnasia. I sit down and begin drinking as I'm watching you.
It is a complicated topic. I've lived for quite a while, and my family has been around for even longer. Our allegiance is beyond that of humans or human lifespans. I've been studying in the Academy of Acapulco, and I was sent out by one of my professors to collect some data from field research. That's what I've been doing in the docks of Ingnasia.
I see. A bright mind, then.
Oh, thank you. I try. And how did you come to be all you?
Ah, a long story. I'm on a hunt, a quest, to regain nothing less than my honor. The pirates took something from me. Took everything from me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And that is why I'm here. I shan't talk any more of it.
Ah,
I don't think we can stay here tonight. We should move. When the others come back, surely those pirates will seek revenge.
You guys kind of talk for a little while, and 15 minutes in, Mama Devon comes out from the Shaughnessy. And a bearded man with the braided long brown hair, wearing a different dress than the last time you saw him. Kind of a shorter dress, one for later nighttime, and has come out to survey the damage and the bodies. And he looks over and sees you and, um, can anybody fill me in on what's happened here?
I'm going back to sleep.
I have no idea what happened. I found him passed out before I could do anything. They were all fighting each other. I really don't know what happened, how it started, or where the others went. Because there were others.
Right. Well, not that this is particularly unusual, but I mean, I would appreciate some help in cleaning up. As you know, dead bodies don't look the greatest outside my establishment. Um, Perhaps you and your companions would like to help me, considering this is your fault.
Sure.
And Mama
Yes.
Devon comes over to the stables where you're sleeping, Ulrich, and he says, "Hello? Wake up, soldier!"
And I will probably jump up to attention almost at the use of the word sort of wake up soldier. Probably heard that before, sleeping on the job. And yeah, I'll stand
leaning
up.
over this stable. He says, "Did you kill these men?"
And again, it's the expression of a sort of angst around talking. And I'll look at Valanthi. Well, they drew on us first. Demanded
Right.
money.
Make a deception check.
Oh god. Oh, okay, 0.
0! Oh, -2. Yikes. He only rolled a 5, so okay. He kind of looks you over and opens the stable doors. Says, "Well, guess we better get cleaning then." And goes off to behind the stables and picks up some cleaning supplies, a mop, and passes it to you. And it gets a bucket for you, Valenti.
And the bodies?
You could put them behind for now. I'm sure some pirates will.
Because I've got 18 strength, so I can carry quite a lot. Maybe I'll do 2 at a time.
Good.
So I drag them by the limbs behind me, and then I help Valenthi with the mopping.
Great.
After being freshly moisturized, and the 4 of you,
Yeah.
Gwen, Leon, Pancho, and Sheev, you guys kind of walk into this scene of Ulrich and Valenti cleaning up. Mama Devon standing like a supervisor at the side, arms crossed, pretty huge biceps and shoulders in this dress of his. And he greets you all with a wave. "Oh, it's you! Hello!"
Mama,
He winks at you, Leo.
Mama Devon, glad you're here. We were ambushed outside of your establishment. We are so sorry for this mess.
"Oh, don't worry. I've got these lovely people cleaning up over here. Happens all the time, really.
So we're not going to get shanked on the way back in?
Oh well, there's no promises there.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know if anybody's getting this theme here. I really don't want to die. So if anybody could, are we gonna do we anger some pirates, or
If
is
you
like
don't
our
want
scraps
to die,
like these
then why
usually
did you
frowned
come
upon?
to Port Surak?
Oh, you know what, Mama Devin? That's a fucking fantastic question. That's a really good question.
You
Do you
seem a
know
bit
that I?
young for these parts anyway, and he kind of grabs your chin.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna go to my room and I'm going to lock the door and nobody come find me until morning, please and thank you. And I will stride off to my room.
Have a good night.
Probably gonna be a while before he realizes I never left.
You motherfucker. No, it won't. For Jack it will, but for Sheev, who has a fucking keen mind, he's not going to forget.
When
I'm
that
going to
mask
stand
comes
out front of
off.
the door and pull you out of my hair, place you on the front, and close the door.
He's gonna drop the wild ship, kind of tumble on the floor, and just dust himself off and flutter back to his room.
Which I
at the
bought
door
for
a
you,
sec.
so don't forget that.
Yeah, thank you, mortal. I'll remember this.
You guys kind of finish cleaning up. Mama Devon tosses Ulrich and Valencia copper. Well done. Good job. I mean, the rain will probably get it anyway, but it's always good to see a little hard work.
Yes, Mom.
Thank you.
I know. Probably go back to bed, I think.
Okay, back to the stables.
Yes, yeah.
I'm definitely running back to my room and shutting myself in for the foreseeable future.
That's good.
As Valente is going upstairs, or as she would want to get back inside, I would like to stop her for a moment. Valente, lovely robe, by the way. I presume this is your nightgown, but whatever. You did not intend to stay in the stables for the night, right?
No. God, no.
And you've got a room already, right?
Yes.
I don't have a room yet, and I wouldn't necessarily want to inconvenience Roxy at this late time of evening, so maybe we could share a living space for the night.
Think I can tonight. I'm sorry. No. I've seen enough blood and people.
Sure. It's just always nicer to have somebody around, huh? But you have a good night.
You too. Good luck.
I just wanted, before everyone goes their separate ways, to let everyone know that we need to be ready to go at sunrise.
Okay. Yeah. You make sure everybody knows. Are you heading up to your room?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, you guys will kind of all head off to bed. Your respective room / stables. Anybody else want to do anything before bed?
I don't have a room yet, and I would like to stop by Ulrich for a moment.
Okay, at the stables. Yeah.
Yeah. You put on quite the show there, I have to say.
Years of practice.
And you are fine sleeping out here in the cold, in the rain, on the ground.
I would rather be sure of Sunflower's safety.
That is considerate. So let me give you this for the night. And I will touch my hand to my amulet again. It's gonna be coated in this pearlish white soft glow. I'm gonna reach for some water on the ground in a puddle in the palm of my hand, and then I'm gonna reach in and pull out a clam from the palm of my hand, from this little pool of water. I'm gonna open it and squeeze out 3 pearls. I'm gonna take one, put it on my tongue. This is for you and for Sunflower.
What is it?
Is good for you.
I'll take them and I'll eat one first before giving one to Sunflower, and I sort of hesitantly.
You
Yeah,
instantly
that-
die.
The moment the pearl touches your tongue, it just dissipates into a small burst of fresh salt water before it's dissipated.
Fresh salt water, yummy.
Salt water.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of. Oh, probably. I'll save this one for later.
It's very good for your health.
What? You're too kind. Too kind. And probably not used to this nutritious morsel of salt water, electrolytes and all that. Very true. I will drink some water and sort of lean back.
As you kind of pass this over, Leo, the puddle that you took the water from, for a moment, it kind of solidifies over with like how your armor looked a little bit, with seashells like building up onto one another. And you see for a moment a very small form of Livy. How are you saying her name?
The Levy.
Livy. For a moment, she's there in this like kind of small, shrunken down form, and she like kind of gives this sigh and then disappears back into these seashells.
And after eating that ball, Ulrich actually feels fantastic, and he will sort of gently rub Sunflower on the nose. Look back at Leo. Would you like to? Offering you to, if you want to feed Sunflower.
I have to say I haven't had too many direct encounters with horses over my life. I think I've spent too much on the sea for that, but I give it a try gladly.
And Sunflower won't protest.
You feed
She-
Sunflower. What do you feed Sunflower? What would
It
you like to
was.
feed?
Would you like to explain it? It was like a salt.
Oh, the
thing.
pearl.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah,
I see what
yeah.
you're saying.
Mhm.
You give it to Sunflower, and Sunflower kind of takes it and processes it. A little confused. Looks a little tired as well, but content.
Nice.
All right. You stay here with your companion. I would really prefer a dry night, so I'm gonna head inside.
Good night.
But we'll see at sunrise.
I'll nod before he snuggles down and warms himself in the blankets and shuts his eyes, hopefully, for the last time tonight. Well, not unless I die, but like in terms of just
Hopefully for
sleeping.
the last time. Hopefully
Yeah.
I never open my eyes again.
Sweet embrace of death, take me.
They got you
Leo,
after all.
What are you doing for a room, Leo?
I mean, depending on how late it is,
It's
he
like
would
11:30ish. You don't
I
have to
mean,
do my
there's-
slate.
Yeah, I guess there would be a time for another, let's say, a quick 10-minute game somewhere in the tavern. Just a short little game.
Okay. Roll 3 d20s. Just one.
Do you need the total or each individual result?
I want them all.
Okay, so it's a 6, a 9, and a 19.
6, a 9, and a 19.
Obligatory nice.
Okay. I need you to roll one more d20.
Okay. That's a 7.
You win 2 out of 3. And you make out with 11 gold that you take off some pirates that are in a drunken state. And you kind of roll them under the table. And you make a little bit of pocket money. You get
Alright.
approached as you're kind of playing this game by Clementine. And she kind of slides up next to the table and she looks you over and she says, I never seen a man with such nice scruff. And she kind of scratches you under the chin.
Oh, Clementine, that is too kind of you.
It's about the right amount of kind. Did you like the show?
I love the show. You nailed all the parts.
Thank you. I've been doing this a long time, you know.
One can see your expertise.
Thank you very much. What's your name? I never seen you around here.
This is my first day here, but probably my last also. My name is Leo.
See. You got company for tonight, Leo.
Not yet. Not yet. And I don't have a room yet.
Well,
Do
3
you have
gold
a
for a
room?
room? Of course I have a room. 5 gold with company.
I just made some coin, so I would like some company. That
Sounds
way
good.
neither of us have to be lonely.
I've never been lonely a day in my life, Leo. And she takes you by the hand, and this is like, you're talking 6'6", muscly half orc. And she guides you backstage, actually, where you go through like the dressing rooms of the pirate cabaret employees. You see like several outfits and feathers. You see Mama Devon making out with a man back here.
Sure.
And Clementine takes you to like a small room with just like a cot in it, and it's very simple. It's got a clothes rack with a bunch of different outfits, and then some barrels packed, like stacked up in one corner. And she guides you in, and you have company for the night. I'll have you make either a athletics or a charisma check.
I don't think we'll need the athletics necessarily, but
Your choice, charisma or athletics.
I think charisma, and I would love to leave my feedback on some of her costume choices and maybe teach her some dice games.
I don't think you're going in there to.
With a 17 charisma.
Okay, sounds good. You guys
Can
spend
we get
a
disadvantage on
lovely
that?
evening of just like playing some dice games. She makes some moves on you. Are you reciprocating to those moves?
Sure.
Okay. She makes some
Some
moves. You guys
casual
spend
moves.
some time. It's a nice evening. She seems like a very nice, relatively simple person. At some point, she gets up and she starts to lift the barrels. She also
Impressive.
like doesn't go to sleep for like a long time. Kind of stays up with you and you guys play dice until eventually in the wee hours of the morning you get some sleep. The rest of you. Chief.
Yep.
in the night.
Oh, also, I alarmed my door. It doesn't override itself. You can alarm multiple things. So I alarmed my
Sounds
door
good.
as well as Ulrich's outside.
Unfortunately, you didn't alarm your mind.
No, I did
as
not alarm my mind.
You are wrought by nightmares on this
Yeah.
night
Yep.
of your
Is
past.
it? Yep.
You you toss and you turn and you have a very hard time reaching a deep sleep, but when you do actually reach a deep sleep, you see a face, and it's the same face that you've seen over and over again in your nightmares. It has grayish skin, sunken features, yellowing eyes, long fingernails, and piles of dark robes. And you see it always in the same way, crouching in a windowsill, popping out of the window just as you come to consciousness, as you wake up. But you're not actually awake, You're in the nightmare. And it's this constant waking up and you see them there, and then waking up and you see them there, waking up and you see them there. This face. And they look at you, these yellow eyes. They acknowledge your presence very clearly before disappearing into shadow. You all wake up in the morning. Everybody can take a long rest.
Do I have all my fingers
baby!
and stuff intact?
Your fingers. Yes.
Am I good? No stab wounds?
Fingers.
No stab wounds.
Awesome.
I will say though, Leo, you do have a harder time waking up at dawn.
Yeah.
It's you're feeling pretty tired. I'll have you make a con save.
I wonder if it's for being tired or for something extra.
Hey, they just played dice. Is all I'm hearing.
He reciprocated.
Fondling of the die.
right.
That's a con save.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Okay. You are going to take a point of exhaustion on this
Sure.
day.
Sure.
Because you're up at dawn, but you went to bed at like 3, so you're feeling a little tired.
This is not his first time.
Yeah. You guys are all awake. What would you like to do?
I'm going to feed and water Sunflower, and then probably just bring her out and wait outside the front of the tavern. Splash some water on my face. Maybe do another check, clean of my weapons and armor, and head out. Wait for everyone else.
I'm gonna spend about an hour. I'm gonna get up. I went to bed around 11, so I'm gonna get up at like 6:30, 6 even. Actually, probably 6. And I'm going to take notes on everything from the last day. I'm going to replace the thought strand under the desk with a new date. Everything's the same, just with a new date on it because today.
Leo's probably waking up at some point, kind of reaching over. Good morning,
Can I just-
Clementine! What time is it actually? Oh shit!
Leo, when you wake up, Clementine is not there. And Clementine is actually the person who serves you breakfast. Anybody else grabbing breakfast?
I will, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
free?
I would. But I'd feed Sunflower some hay in the stable.
I'll
She can't eat human
comp
food.
Poncho's breakfast if they're gonna make it fuss.
At dawn, I'm outside waiting. I assume Ulrich is there too.
Okay. Yeah, Ulrich feeds Sunflower, feed and waters Sunflower, and then is making his way inside where you guys meet up.
Yeah.
Oh, inside. Okay.
Yeah. I'm up at dawn. I'm out, ready. I'm eating my breakfast, waiting for the group at
Okay.
dawn.
So, at dawn. I'm gonna wake up early too, but I'm gonna look around. I want to look around town for an animal.
You want to look around town for an animal?
Poncho was looking for a rat or other small creatures.
A rat. A New York rat.
Make an investigation check.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm
And I'm a rat.
Hey, yo, I'm a rat.
I rolled a 5. My only weakness, intelligence.
It's like very still and quiet on dawn in Port Surak. People seem to sleep in here. There's not a lot of activity going on. Not even a mouse.
Suck. Stomp. Feet. Go back. You stomp his feet all the way back to the end. Not even fly. He's just stomping the whole way.
You land on the cobblestone and stomp your way in. The Shaugnessy at this time also pretty much dead in terms of customers, but the staff are busy. They seem to never rest here. As you guys get up for breakfast, and Clementine serves you guys some potatoes and porridge, and then proceeds to immediately get back into dance practice. Roxy is also around once again, cleaning up from the night. You guys are able to gather around a table if you like.
I am extremely hungover, so I'm just heading my porridge, potentially, or whatever I'm having. Porridge and eggs, maybe with some bacon and like a smiley face, like in Mulan. And I'll just be eating it, drinking water, and just trying to recuperate.
Nursing it.
How'd everybody sleep? Good night, everyone.
Yes. Did you have a good night?
Yeah, I went to bed, and Gwyn, Leo, and I found a possible way to get off the island before we went to go into bed. And looks like Ulrich survived the night outside, which is good. You know, may want to tone down some of that bloodlust, but other than that, you know, I think it was pretty good.
That's the feature.
If we're all, you know, we're all ready, I think. Anybody have anything else they want to do here? Because we found this boat called the Rhybohr. That is a merchant ship. Maybe we talk, give them a little bit of money, offer to do some work, figure out a way to get off the island.
Kind of owe this captain some money.
Oh, yeah. We got paid by Fanuil. You want to go pay that?
Yeah, but the ship here was... How much was it again?
Yeah, you think back and you remember Captain Jorks. You owe me 72 gold.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually in my notes. Now that I opened.
Oh, look at that.
Well, for last week. But 72 gold. I have 44. I'm a little... 46. I'm a little short.
All right. You have 46. Leo, do you also owe for the captain?
For protocol, Leo is not at the breakfast table yet.
Oh, you're not there. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
He's not there.
All right. Does anybody else owe any money before we leave? Also, man, how much gold do I have? Can I help you out a little bit? Yeah. I mean, look, I'll give you 10 gold if you pay me back eventually. I'll help. I'll crowdfund it if you want. Okay. Does anybody else want to help out with the promise of payment in return?
Yeah, I'll toss in 15 gold.
15, all right. It gets you to 71.
Listen, embracing black holes.
71. I need 1 coin.
Need 1
I'll give you 1 gold.
All right. What days of the week? I think there's a ship coming down through. When will the next ship be coming into town that he'd be on?
It was a week, wasn't it?
Correct.
And that's hey, you guys got like 5 more days to use.
Why pay?
The deal.
For his honor?
Yeah. made a promise. I made a deal. I'm glaring. As I say that, I'm looking at you, Leo. You always uphold your end of the deal.
Hey, Leo's still not there.
I'm not there.
At this
My
point,
bad.
Leo would probably come running out of his room with his
You-
backpack slung over one shoulder and the shirt half on, kind of looking around frantically before seeing all of you.
Immediately, he's giving you dagger eyes. Immediately.
Okay, I thought you guys.
You rode in with pirates?
No, I paid for a ship and sold berries.
Ah, that is different.
Captain.
Apologies.
Yeah, Captain Shark, we went together, right? I came with the same ship, but I worked for my journey, so.
Me too.
Ulrich, you know of Captain Berg. He is an Ignasian sailor,
Okay.
and
Okay.
One of the boys. One of them boy.
he's the captain of a ship called the Fantasy.
Hell yeah.
Well, you must pay. Change my
Tone
tune.
real
Yeah.
quick.
What do you propose? Should he just stay here for another 5 days? We have places to be.
Yeah, is there like a sort of Gwen might know, maybe, I don't know. Is there like a sort of drop system honor among pirates kind of deal? Like, can Poncho okay, all right, I said that.
You said Dory was.
Is there like a way that he could drop payment with somebody trusted to then have the captain cash out later?
I guess you could hire someone to deliver the feed, but in Port Surak, I don't know that they.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, the Ignasians have an outpost, a more well-established outpost on the western side of the island. Is that correct?
They have a bit of a presence on the western side, yes.
Would they be of any official station there, such as a naval station or anything like that, which we could more securely leave the money with?
You wouldn't know that information offhand, but you could definitely go and check if you like.
Yes, yeah. I can ride. Be back within. How long will it take? Do you think?
Across the island, probably like 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, I can be back by noon. I will ensure this man of Ingnasia gets his fair pay.
Ulrich, you're heading off. I assume you want to go by yourself? In character.
Yes.
You don't want me to come?
Come if you wish, but I would ask you don't slow me down.
Gives you a thumbs up. And immediately he turns into a lizard, scuttles up your horse's leg and onto your shoulder.
And I'll grab the money. And of course, yeah, because it's your debt, actually, I'm paying. So I would say yes, actually. Apologies off the bat.
He's still a
the
lizard
money?
right now.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because I would still say don't weigh me down. And then Ulrich gets up. He has a weird sort of bow-ish to Roxanne and the rest of you as he makes for the door, saddles up, and heads off to the western side of the island with his little lizard friend.
Good. So, Chief, Gwyn, Leo, and Volante, you guys are staying within the Shaugnessy.
Yeah, I mean, I
Just kind
don't.
of hanging out, finishing breakfast.
Yeah, they'll chat a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I thought that we were leaving already, but if there's still time, I would love to have some breakfast.
Sounds good. Ulrich and Poncho, you guys head out into Port Surak in the early morning and gallop across Surak Square, and you guys get a pretty good lay of the land as you go towards the west. You see the two hills at the back of Port Surak, one of them being pretty much covered with jungle and the other one with this weird crooked tower that you can see in the oncoming grayness of the day. And you head down to the west side. Not a lot of people out, but as you get closer to the west side, there seems to be a little bit more activity. And you begin to see villagers, as well as some people that are more familiar to you, Ulrich. You see Ingnasians, you see some knights of Rhybohr walking around. You see some priestesses of Rhybohr in their red robe. Poncho, you get a pretty good vantage point from Ulrich's shoulder. You're like way up from the ground, and your lizard eyes blinking and looking out over the world. You both see that there is some type of temple being constructed on the western side. Poncho, you can see that this temple has clearly been under construction for a while, has had several instances of what looks like vandalism to it. You also see, because you rolled a nat 20, you see several crates being moved from the western to the eastern side of the island. But the crates themselves, they're being transported like off the main road, and you only catch this because you're from the vantage point that you're up. You can kind of see into the alleyways, and you can see these crates being transported from the west to the east.
Interesting.
You Ignasian are up to no good.
But only Lizard notices this, and Lizard no speak.
Yes.
How out of character would this? Would it be unusual?
Like for Poncho, it kind of just seems like crates being moved. I mean,
There'd be no
there's
point.
some
He wouldn't.
political affiliations here, but you can't see the details of the crates or even who's moving them. They just look like
Yeah, it wouldn't be
carts
worth
full of
me.
crates.
Yeah, he wouldn't really mention something crazy important.
Yeah, that's okay.
But you find like this little what's the word? Kiosk on the western side, where there is an Ingnasian representative, a gnome, behind in a little kiosk there. Gnome.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
I will
Motherfucker.
ride up to this little kiosk with the gnome, and I will dismount, snap my feet to attention, salute, put down, and again, a pained expression as if he's about to deliver bad news, or he's in sort of discomfort. Just the conversation. I have a salary that I require to leave here and be handed to its rightful owner.
Okay. Moment where this gnome kind of has to pull on a lever of some kind to get up to the actual kiosk, and it's got kind of bluish wrinkled skin, long kind of gray hair, is wearing an Ingnasian, sorry, not an Ingnasian, actually Havrova Confederation colors, purple scarf around their neck. They look you over and they say, "Is that your real voice?"
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh yeah, that sucks. What? Sorry, what did you come here for?
And I reach into my saddlebag and pull out my insignia of rank. I have payment that needs to be delivered to a one Captain Yarrick of the Fantasy.
Captain who? Captain Yarrick of the what ship?
Fantasy.
Are you not Ingnasian?
Yes?
Well, it's Captain Jorg who's on the fantasy there, buddy.
A heavy night
That would
policing the city. The town square.
By the way, I'd be tapping on his shoulder if everything seems to line up.
Seems like you're
Confirmed.
having a tough time there, buddy. You're tapping him on the shoulder?
Yeah, to confirm the names and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Must be new in town, eh?
Fresh off the boat.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What is it? It's a debt, you said? Wait, what are we paying for here?
Passage. A debt.
Alright, well, I will, pass it on next time Captain Jorg is in town. Should be next week sometime.
I'm not gonna leave until I make sure he says my name, by the way.
Yeah. Don't worry. And I'll hand over the money. You're not. I know you came in on it. Doesn't matter. From A1 Poncho,
Poncho?
and I will be just Poncho. I'll be sure to check that it's delivered.
Alright, I got ya. Right, I'll make sure Captain Jorg gets this pouch of gold. How much is in here?
75.
75 gold going to Captain Jorg. Okay.
And Poncho's like tapping your shoulder repeatedly, like over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I probably think that's something's gone wrong, but it's okay.
He's gonna keep tapping you. He's gonna use both hands now. He keeps tapping you. Try to get your
Anything else
attention.
I can do for you, young knight?
I'm gonna think what is it Morse code? You're tapping now. I'm trying to think what Poncho could be tapping for. It was
What?
Captain.
I'm gonna scuttle down your leg and I'm gonna scuttle towards the man and look up at him, then look up at you, then look up at him,
Okay.
and then crawl.
Scuttle up. It's a gnome. It's in there, and he looks at you, and he's yeah, god damn lizards. And he tries to shush you off the kiosk.
He's scuttling around the desk and stopping occasionally, looking at the gold, pointing towards it. Is there an inkwell on the table?
They're behind the desk. Yes.
He is literally pointing at the inkwell.
Write it down.
He's gonna scuttle over to the ink and climb on the bottle and dip his finger in the bottle and drag. He's dragging his whole tail in the ink right now across the table and putting a 7 and then a 2.
What's your AC
Oh.
as a lizard?
It's I gotta look. It's probably 10 or something. It's literally 10.
Okay, as you go to, you manage to get this kind of out there onto a piece of paper as the gnome kind of tries to smack you, and manages.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's exactly my HP. So
Okay.
you just see, you just explode into what is a pile of flower petals, and they just all start rotting on the table. He's like, "Ow!"
What the hell is this? What the fuck is going on?
He just laid out on the table like this, backwards, just.
As
Well-
Poncho.
I've never seen a lizard do that.
No, but what the fuck? This guy's with you?
It's 72 gold, not
Get
75.
out of my kiosk! Get out of here! And he's shoving you, Poncho.
Okay.
And
It's
just-
72.
That's flying.
And I'll grab Poncho back on the horse and thank you for your service. And I'll head off with Poncho in tow on Sunflower.
Jesus Christ, these people in this town get weirder. You guys head off back to the Shaugnessy.
That's going to
Yeah,
do terrible things to my reputation.
I thought I was bad with math, but
The four of you that were within the Shaugnessy, any conversation you'd like to have while this stuff is going on the other side of the island?
Valente, how was your night? Did you have a good sleep?
Very restful, thank you very much.
That is good to hear. I can't say the same for me, but I had some nice company.
Glad to hear of it. Good for you.
At some point during the morning, when you catch a glimpse in your peripheral, just barely, the form of Fanuil walking into the booth 2, and then walking out of the booth. Little weird kind of glimpses of her, of a ghostly form of her.
So she's just going like in and out.
Yeah, not like fast. It's just that you catch this out of the corner of your eye. You kind of see, think at first it's her, then it's like 15 minutes later, and then it's like you see her come out.
It's making her look old.
And then you see that form again,
And
but you're
she-
not sure.
I'm sitting here with Leo and Sheev and Valente. So I guess I just like just subtly try to like nod my head and get to look over there. So I'm imagining. Yeah. So can I like try to point this out to them?
When you try and point
Or
it
the
out,
big
by the
stuff.
time that they look over, the form is gone.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna get up, go over to book 2, and pull back the curtain.
So like really like.
You go over to the booth.
Yeah, and pull back the curtain.
You head over and you see her, and she looks at you and says, "Ah, good to see you. How are you?"
Sorry. Yeah, I'm doing good. We're getting ready to leave the island. What are you gonna do after we leave?
I don't know. I cannot leave here, so I will continue to be here.
You can't leave or don't want to?
Well, I have tried to leave before. It is not.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Great.
There is one place I can go, but I do not want to go there anymore. It just holds bad memories for me.
So black women. I really don't.
Okay. In that case, I guess if there's nothing we can do, then just leave me to it.
I do not think so. However, if you ever wanted transportation to the Isle of Merida, I could help you there.
And you know what? I retract that.
We go to the main map. You were there, Thomas.
Yes.
Oh yes, oh yes. Okay.
And what's on the Isle of Merida?
Mostly jungle and bandits, and but this is where I spent much of my time. In my temple, where I wrote most of the letters received.
It's this isle is somewhere you can get, but it's the only place you can.
One more time.
It's the only place you can go outside of Port Surak.
Yes, it is complicated. How much do you know about death in Root Coast?
I was thinking about this
Yes,
yesterday.
yes,
Like,
Death.
getting a baby
Have you ever been to the Port of
rapper
Hauntings?
is the worst thing in existence you can have.
I don't think so.
Because what happens after
Hey,
you start getting
If you had, you would
that
remember.
rapper
Trust
Oh,
it is this damaging place. I would not recommend going there. However, it would give you some insight into what happens when souls here do not pass on in the best ways. They have business on this plane that they still need to address, which I very much did. And now I have trapped myself in some type of loop.
that sounds like shit.
It's to it now. If you are curious more about it, you should go speak to Iharad in the Crooked Tower. The mage. He is difficult to get to, but he knows much about the world. At least it's how it
And
works.
where did... In the Crooked Tower, the one on the hill?
Yes.
What?
How much time do we have before Ulrich and Pancho get back?
Right. So April.
I mean, you know it's going to take them about an hour to get across, an hour to get back. You think they're going to be back around noonish?
Okay. Thanks for the information, I guess, but I guess I'll just say goodbye to Fanuil.
She kind of nods and has this distant look on her face. Goodbye. See you again.
I'll go back out to the table and sit down and look around and ask if any of you guys know about the tower on the hill outside the town.
On Earth, below the Earth, to see wherever they are, wherever they be.
I mean,
Try to take care of us.
a little bit. Yeah.
Actually believe
What
that-
about it?
You know, it's you against you.
I spoke with Fanuil and she
You know,
weird stuff
you can't
about
be
the
afraid
nature of death and
yourself.
some guy named
Because the
Murad
bad beat
in the
is, you know,
tower.
like the bad bitch, they
What was the name?
is never gonna tell her
Murad?
never gonna look down for anybody.
You're right. Okay.
Murad.
Gonna keep your head straight, held up high.
Well, I was
They
there
can run things
at the tower. I left a message for whoever was in it, and there was definitely some kind of magic, illusion magic, or magic meant to shield it from being found. I couldn't get through. There's a house, but clearly something is being hidden, and there were trees that definitely were gonna kill me if I tried to go any further. So I would say that there's definitely some kind of, being of strong magical, persuasion up there. I couldn't tell you what or who, but there definitely is someone up there.
Alright, well, that's answers that question, I guess. Or at least
Yeah.
as much as we have time for.
Hey, I left them a message, so if they find it, I may hear something at some point. You never know for sure, but kind of like knocking on a door trying to sell something. When I was a student back a long time ago, Valanthe, you can probably speak to this. We used to have to go knocking on doors to raise funds for books and stuff every time, and we run out of money, and you need school supplies. I went around and knocked on doors in Acapulco. You know all about that, right, Valanthe? We're struggling for money.
I never had to do that.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we might not have time for that, but I think we should get ready to leave.
Can I glance at Leo? There's something definitely going on with those guys.
Gwyn, I would love to share this in this mysterious connection with you, but I don't think you should read too much into it at this point.
Okay.
You guys kind of prepare to leave. You guys kind of pace and wait around. Ulrich and Pancho, you guys make your way back to Shaugnessy, and you guys have regrouped.
Yeah. How'd it go?
Okay.
Payment made?
No nod.
All right. Anybody else have any affairs to wind up before we head out?
Do we know where this ship takes us?
Well, no.
No.
But did we? Well, we actually. It's a good question, Ulrich. We should think about this. I believe Fanuil said
Aquarium.
we should look.
Or Killamara
For-
Island?
Yeah, and I feel like did we decide on Kalama Island, or was that just something I made up in my head? Because it could easily.
No,
have been something
I
made
said
up in my
that
head.
because that's what she said. That's more urgent because
Yeah.
her sister is there or something.
Okay. Then yeah, Kalama Island. I think we're headed to. With enough, if we offer a good enough, a convincing case, I'm sure they could either drop us off on their way somewhere else or just head to Kalama Island anyway. But we were talking to a merchant ship called the Rhybohr, is what we were looking at.
Yeah, I mean the woman spoke of Wind Peak, but maybe they could make the trip.
Yeah, Kalama is. I mean, if we're in Port Surak, Kalama is to the full further east,
Kilama.
but they could hit. They could hit Kilama Island, then head back to Wind Peak and make like a round trip circle. So it wouldn't be too big of a deal. We just have to present a convincing enough case. Who here knows how to? Yeah, whoever's drawing that line, yes. Who here knows how to do stuff on a ship? Because I sure as hell don't.
I sell berries. I'll give berries. I'll be the cook.
Okay, you'll cook berries. That's something.
I'm strong.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gwyn.
Gwyn?
Yeah, that'd be me.
Okay. All right, so Ulrich is strong. I'm sure there's something strong people can do. Gwyn knows more about ships than any of us, and Poncho can be the berry cook. Leo, do you know your way around anything?
We spoke of this yesterday. I told you I've grown up on a ship, so I certainly know my
Gotcha.
way around.
Well, I mean, I grew up in a wizard's school, but you wouldn't see me in a library. Ha! Nerds. Anyway, I think
You know how to read?
I can. Yes, I can read. Read a lot. Read well.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool. What's cool? You know what's also cool? If you give me a piece of paper, I can read what's on it in like about 2 seconds, and then tell you everything on the page word for word right back to you without any time delay.
He's gonna look through his bag, right? And he has no paper. He does not have any books.
Anything
Does
with
not
writing
have
on
any
it
writing utensils.
Well, shit.
is a fairy.
You know what I do have though?
Mm.
He's gonna pull out a wooden box, slide open the top, pull out a sprinkle covered yellow frost pumpkin cupcake, and hold it up triumphantly. It peels back the wrapper, places it back in the box, and tucks it away. He is going to look around for a moment, right? He's going to give the cupcake to Ulfric. For you, my liege.
I don't know what that was about, but okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's
Cupcake
just
for a liege.
that's just a tasty baked treat. I had this yesterday. It's good.
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough. You have to tell me how it tastes, Ulrich. But okay, Gwyn, what could Volanthe and I, and I'm sure you can by looking at us tell that we're not necessarily the don't let me speak for you, Volanthe, but we're not necessarily the most capable deckhands on a ship. So,
Well, fortunately for you guys, we are going to be traveling on a ship of, somewhat good standing, good reputed. They're merchants. They're not pirates. So maybe they'll have something they could use your brains.
All right,
Counting
sounds
money
good to me.
or like stacking papers. I don't know.
That I can do. Count money, stack papers. Sold. Sold. All right. I think we should just head out then. We did say to she did say to meet us down Tani on the Rhybohr. We're gonna meet the captain after meeting Tawny. So yeah, we should probably head out now.
Okay. You guys head out from the Shaugnessy through the chorus of some goodbyes from Clementine and Mama Devon. Devon says, "Goodbye. Make sure you come back soon with lots of gold and lots of people, please. See you soon." And Roxy waves at you guys. He's actually outside smoking as you guys leave. You make your way down to the eastern docks. And let me just throw this out here. Do you guys want to start this conversation now, or do you want to cap things here?
I think we should cap things here.
I need a dip, so yes.
Yeah.
You guys kind of walk towards the east, and it's about midday. You guys get a vantage point on a few things as you come down to the eastern docks. First of all, that it's much busier at this time of day. You see several sailor folks, merchant folks, pirates. As you guys approach the eastern docks, you see the Rhybohr on the left-hand side. You see Tawny as well as other crew members preparing the ship. You also see to the right the Daisy, and you see a woman standing at the front of the ship, and she's dressed in all black leather and a large black leather hat with a white feather coming out of it. And she's got long black hair, like down to her waist. And she flips her hair off over her shoulder and looks you all over as you come into the docks. And then turns away. That is where we're going to end our session.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, is that Captain Albert?
Could be.
I hope
Well,
so.
yeah. Does
That's
Gwyn
awesome.
recognize Captain Albert?
From Stories and
Captain
Legends,
Albert.
I think so.
It's Captain.
It's
Yeah.
Captain Albert. Okay, fair enough.
Stand
All
up.
right.
Let's go over to the Rhybohr.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's do that.
To
Uh-huh.
the
Yep.
That was a really good session. I really enjoyed
It
that.
was a great session. I had a good time.
That was
Look, yeah.
that